Okay. So, how was your weekend? Rinku, Sharni,
Sorry.
and other folks, how was your weekend?
Yeah, today we go for seeing the IPL match.
Ah, okay. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's. What we learned in last class? So, what we learned in last class? Number one. Number one. Can I can I access all tables of any schema of a database using one connection code? Straight away yes, or it is any star mark is applied? So star mark is applied. Star is here. Permissions to connection pool user. Second, shared logon. Third, required fully qualified name. So these are the star marks which are going to be applicable. Now, second point. Can I update physical layer metadata automatically when using the wizard? Can I do that? Yes, we can do it by using utilities. By using what? Utilities. Yes, we can do it by using utilities. Yes, by using utilities. The utility name is what? Update physical layer objects. Update physical layer objects. Next one. Can I remove unused physical layer objects? Yes, that also by using utilities. What is the utilities name? What is the utilities name? Remove unused physical layer objects. Remove unused physical layer objects. Right. Now, apart from this, did we learn anything else in last class? That's it. Only these 3 points we learned it, and we learned how to do the joins. Right? How to do the joins? How many teams? Available in data warehouse? How many teams available in data warehouse? How many teams available in data warehouse? So we know that is how many teams? 3 teams are available. So what are those? Data modeling team, ETL or ELT. People who are working on the ODIEE called as ELT people. Rest of all tools will be called as ETL. Same 3 activities: extracting, loading, transformation. The order of doing will be different. Tool behavior is changing. Then third is called as PI or reporting team. And joins we are going to apply. How we will know? How we will know which columns we need to join? Which columns of table we need to join? Which columns of tables need to be joined? How we will know? Based on DMR document, based on data model reference document. Next, in Oracle data model, that is Oracle whatever we create the data model, what is the standard join of dimension and fact? What is standard join? What is standard join? That's right. So dimension table dot row underscore width is equal to fact table dot respect to foreign key, respect to foreign key. Okay, like that we are going to write it, respect to foreign key. So that is a standard join what we are going to follow it. Now these are the things what we learned in last class. Today we are going to learn, we learn hands-on 2. We are going to learn hands-on 2, that is called as BMM layer. Here we have total 5 steps are available. Total 5 steps are available. Total 5 steps are available. Step 1 of 5, we are going to learn it. First step is available, that is called as creating model. Before going for the model, I would like to know what is BMM layer, what is the need. We have the physical layer, right? Directly I can take the physical layer, I can develop reports, right? Why they are putting lot of pressure on us? Next we have to develop BMM layer, next we need to develop the presentation layer, these all things. The reason is, today you take simple one column EMP number. Using that EMP number, I developed 100 reports. Due to some reason, EMP number name in the database level they changed as employee number, full form they written. In the database they changed means accordingly I need to change the physical layer or not. If I change the physical layer, then already 100 reports are developed using what column? EMP number column. Then I have to go to each and every report and I have to change all the reports as employee number, like that, right? So too much of maintenance. So our physical things and our reporting things should not be same object. We should change it. If I change like that, same employee number using only one logical object I created. Tomorrow any changes are happening, I will change in the physical layer. I'll change the mapping of the physical to logical. Previously, my logical one may be pointing toward employee number. Now it point toward employee number. Only one change I will do it. All 100 reports will be running happily. That is reason. That is one of the reason. Like that, we have a number of reasons are available. Tomorrow, I want to do the dollars. One table has day-wise dollars. One table has month-wise dollars. But here physical columns are how many? 2 columns. In day-wise table, I have the day-wise dollars column. Month wise table as what? Month wise dollars column. But in the BMM layer, I'll create only one column dollars. Reports who are looking for day level data, it executes from the day level table. Reports which are executing for need from the month level data, it executes into a month level table. Two physical columns are available, but logical columns are how many? Only one. Like that, so many benefits are available. But BMM layer has no valid without physical layer object. And BMM layer to physical layer always one to many relationship. That means what? In BMM layer, any object you take it, any one object you take it, that will be mapped with n number of objects in the physical layer. It may not be 1 to 1 also. It may be n to n. Sorry, 1 to n. We'll see that those are things practically. First point in this one. Let me open our document. Okay, this is our document. First point here, it is also called as logical layer. What is called as? Logical layer. Why it is called as logical layer? Let me create here business model. Let me give the control to someone. I think I used to give to the Sharma. Sharma, I am giving control. I gave it. Yes, open administration tool. Go to the start. Then administration tool. Open administration tool. Administration. Now open our RPD. Yeah, it's back end. We got one window. Back we got one window. Maximize it. Right. Open our RPD. Go to the file menu. Open. Offline. Then we saved in the D drive. Go to the my computer. Then D drive. In that one, B160 folder. B160 folder. Our RPD is available. Select it. Then provide the password. RR capital, IT small 123. Okay. Right. Now, if you go and try to observe, this is what we have the 4 tables, 4 aliases we created. Now I want to create here. First, what is the first word? Business model. So let us go and try to create one business model. Right click, new business model. People used to say, hey, my core subject in my graduation is electronics. My core subject in my graduation is computers. What is the meaning? Main subject. Core means what? Main subject. Similarly, here also, any report down the line will develop it. Major reports, 99% of the reports we are going to develop from the one business model means that business model name will give it as core. That business model name will give it as core. That is standard name what Oracle follows. So we'll give your name as core, C-O-R-E, core. Even in our projects also, people used to put the mails, hey, hi core team, please come and meet at the time of 3 o'clock, so and so conference, so and so things. Here core means what? Main people, let us say ETL lead, or reporting lead. Director role, you cannot speak with all the people, right? Only those roles of people will be come and try to. Core means here main people. Okay. Here main objects I mean to tell. Okay. Right, we got now core business model, we got it. Right click on the core business model, then new object. What you have? Logical table. What you can create? Logical table. Logical table. Dim means dimension. Dim space hyphen space time. Okay, I want one table. The table I taken. This table is called as what? Logical table. Logical table automatically came with one folder. That folder is what? Sources folder. As of now it is empty because I didn't include any sources. In the left side, here we have time corresponding. So many columns are available. I may not be looking for all the columns for reporting. Whatever I need for the reporting, only those columns I will move from the physical layer to BMM layer. And while you're moving the columns, you have to use the original table or alias. Alias only. Once I create the alias means forget about the original tables. Right now, for example, as per my understanding today, I want these are the columns I wanted. These are the columns I wanted. So I am trying to take it. These columns I am trying to drag and drop slowly onto this one. I drop it. Now we got these columns, we got it. The moment whenever you dropped it, sources folder came with one thing, whatever name is available here, that name only came, right? What it is called as technically? It is technically called as what it is? Logical table source. So this is called as, you can rename it. I am renaming this one as logical table source, LTS. And what it is? LT. Time being I am putting here what it is? LT, logical table. And inside the logical table source, if you go and try to observe general tab, what we have here? demo.us.oracle.com supplier tool, then this one. What it is? Physical table, right? What it is? Physical table. If you try to add here, then it is asking what layer we are adding? Physical layer. That means what we are adding? Physical tables only we are adding it. We are adding what? Physical tables we are adding it. So what I want to say is, one logical table internally has what? Logical table source. Logical table source internally has what? Physical table. Okay, now three objects are available here. One is called as logical table. Logical table internally has what? Logical table source. Logical table source internally has what? Physical table. The relation between is, one logical table will have n number of logical table sources. One logical table source will have n number of physical tables. N number of physical tables. N number of physical tables. For example, let me do one thing. I am trying to drag and drop time being in any one column, let's say ACTL, EXTND. I am dropping onto the logical table. I am dropping. What happened? What happened now? How many logical table sources we have now? 2. These all columns are coming from this logical table source. This column is coming from this logical table source. Internally we have what? Orders. Right. That means one logical table has n number of logical table sources or not? Yes. Okay. Time being, I am deleting this column, deleting this table also. For example, same column I am trying to drag and drop onto LTS, not onto LT. Onto LTS I am trying to drag and drop. Now what happened? Column is added. If you go inside this one, previously this logical table source holding only one physical table. Now holding what? Two physical tables. That means one logical table source also has many physical tables or not? Yes. When we have to go for this kind of requirements, we'll try to see it down the line. We'll try to see it down the line. Time being, possibility is what? One logical table may have n number of logical table sources. One logical table source may have n number of physical tables. That's what you need to understand. Next point. We have here column called as month column. Month column. Month column back end pointing to what column it is pointing? Month column. It is a physical column or not? It's clearly saying like, hey, I am coming from this database, this schema, this table, this column. Suppose now I am trying to drag and drop ACTL EXTND column onto month column. Where I am dropping? Onto month column. Now see what happened. Internally, month column has how many objects? How many physical columns? Means one logical column may be mapped with what? N number of physical columns. N number of physical columns. Okay, that we understand it. Let's say I am trying to do as unmap. Then okay, that is done. I am trying to delete this one even. So we got one more clarity. One logical column mapped with what? N number of physical columns. That is reason we are saying one point simply 1 to n relationship is available between these two things. BMM layer 1 object mapped with n number of objects in the physical layer. N number of objects in the physical layer. And the terminology, if you observe, what it is called as logical column and what it is called as logical table source and what it is called as logical table. These three only main. These three only main. All are saying as what? Logical, logical, logical. And each one is purely depending on physical layer. Yes or no? Hence this layer is called as what layer? Logical layer. Because all objects are logical, which are purely depending on the physical layer objects. Hence it is called as logical layer. Next, why it is called as business layer? Why it is called as business layer? What is the difference between technical people and business people? Why we need the business analyst role? We have one role called as business analyst role.
They having the knowledge of the business actually, and technical people will implement those things.
Right. Actually, business analyst again will go and try to speak with the actual business people. Business analyst will not doing the business actually here. Whoever is doing that business is going and speaking, and he is trying to somewhat explain to the technical people in a way they will understand it. Are you getting my point? If I am a technical guy, if I go and if I ask the business people directly, communication means that guy will tell, hey, I want to know inventory analysis. That's what he will tell it. Inventory analysis means what type of report it is, what type of columns he is expecting. Those are things you may not be telling it. Business analyst has some kind of awareness on that one. At least will give rough diagram. Oh, okay, inventory analysis means these are the columns what they are looking for. In the report, these are the columns what they are looking for. They'll give some kind of template. That template, technical guy up to some extent he will understand. He will do some research and will try to find out that data lineage. That means this logical column to what physical column is available, like that. Data lineage. Logical column to physical column mappings are called as data lineage. So what I am trying to say is business terminology, technical terminology is not same. Here I am saying as one simple word. What is this? ACTL EXTND. In the report, if I develop a report with ACTL EXTND column, my business will not understand what it is. That I can understand because I am a technical guy. ACTL extend stands for actual extended dollars. So whenever I am trying to create that one, whenever I drag here, better if you rename this one, as what? Dollars. If you rename like that, my business will be very happy. Even though you renamed it, nothing to worry. Why? Because only it is a dollars is renamed it, but backend is going to point to what? Sorry, I think that column mapping I removed it. Backend is pointing to what? ACTL EXTend only. Top layer name only it changed, but backend all body parts are same. All body parts are same. Only top name only we changed it. So if you change like that, business can understand very easily. That is reason BMM layer all the columns we'll try to rename as per the business terminology, near to the business. It may not be exactly, it is near to the business. Exactly we are going to maintain. One more chance is there to us. What is this? Presentation layer. One more chance is there to rename further even. In this layer, we are going to rename up to 90%. We are going to change it. Sir, why can't 100%? Why can't 100% is HR people thinks the dollars is different way, finance people thinks the dollars is different way, supply chain people thinks the dollars is different way. Correct or not? HR people is accessing the presentation layer, the way they want the dollars name may be different. Okay, let us say salary dollar they want it. Account payable guy required, okay, vendor dollar they want it. Something like that. So that is the reason they given one more chance to rename here in which layer? Presentation layer. So if people understand clarity, in physical layer you cannot change column names. In BMM layer you can change column names. In presentation layer also you can change column names. In physical layer we cannot change column names. If you change it, it won't work. We have to maintain as per the database only. Have to maintain. In the BMM layer we can change column names. In the presentation layer also you can change column names. Whatever way business love it. Whatever way business want to see, in that way we are going to change it. Okay, right. Now time being, I am trying to delete this table. I am trying to delete this column. Let me delete it. Now, that is for our understanding purpose, the columns I want to organize big column to small column. What is a big column here? Here. So how to organize it? You can organize by double clicking on the LT, logical table. If you go to the logical table, here whatever we have it, you can go and you can move like this. Then month columns. Generally we are going to keep key column in the last position. We're keeping key column in the last position. Okay. And MMDD, I don't want it. I am trying to rename this one as day key. And day name also I don't want underscore and those all things. Just I am trying to rename as day name, something like that. I renamed it. I can go and I can rename whatever way I want it. Okay, this is how we create here one LT, and we understand here what is the meaning of logical layer, what is the meaning of business layer. In this layer, we'll convert database technical terminology into business terminology. BMM layer contains a number of business models. If you want, you can go and you can create a number of business models. One of the best example is usage tracking. Right. What I want to tell from this example is, I said here usage tracking, right? What is the usage tracking is? You develop OBIEE beautiful application you develop. In our application, we have so many reports also available. You developed beautiful application you developed. In this application, we have so many reports are available. Who is logging in, what reports they are running it, what dashboards they are running it, how I will know it. How I will know it. One moment. Okay. Now, if you what I am saying, what we are discussing, BMM contains a number of business models. Okay, we given US tracking. What do you mean by US tracking is you created one beautiful portal we created. In that portal, we have here a number of reports. You may have it. Here we have here a number of reports. We have it like mobile related, okay, spatial related, dashboards design, semantic layer, blah blah. A number of things are available. Okay, now flight delay is the one report we have it here. So we have here late flight cause pie chart, headline, delay time pie, delay increase after department unpromoted, something like that. A number of things are available here. Heat map like that. A number of reports we have it. These reports, who is accessing it, what they are accessing it, how you will know? How you will know? We have to track it or not. That's what US tracking. And users tracking and business data has any relation? US tracking is what? Our application, who is using it. Business data is what? Who purchased the ticket? What flight he boarded, where he boarded, where he dropped, in which season flights are doing good, booking is good. Those are information. That information and this reports, who is using it, what reports are running very good, what reports are running performance is bad, who are the best users of this application. This data and that data has any relation? Question is not clear. Application uses and business data has no relation. Application usage means what? Who is accessing my application? What reports they are running it? What dashboards they are running it? He is not a customer. He is a business analyst. Business analyst is going to access my reports and is going to see that one. And customer is going to purchase the tickets and is going to do some activities. That data and this data has no relation. If there is no relation, then you can go and you can develop separate business model. When I have to go for separate business model, this whatever tables are going to take inside this one, whatever tables columns are going to take inside this one has no relation, then we'll go for separate business model. Why? Because any report you cannot develop from two business models. Any one report, if you take it, that report should be coming from input as what? One business model only. The reason relevant, all the tables are going to keep in one business model only. HR data, finance data, supply chain order management data, these all things are, we're looking different modules, but one has relation with other actually. HR data has relation with supply, finance data or not? Yes, of course. Some common dimension surely available. At least you have the timetable. Okay, that is reason for all our business needs, we are going to create only one business model that is called as core. If you want to go for different business model, means this kind of relation. If it's all together it is different, then we'll go for the second business model. Okay, but however, what I suggested here, create only one business model as a best practice example is what? Core. That's how we used to do it. If you want to go for the second business model, then we have to think about it. There is no relation. Okay. Each business model called as subject area or one data mart. Data mart is nothing but data warehouse. Data mart is nothing but what? Data warehouse. It is a small thing, then it is a data mart. This data marts, a number of things are keeping under one place, that is called as data warehouse. There are people, they will not create the data warehouse at all. They will create the data mart and they will treat data mart as a data warehouse. Okay. Now in development of this layer, we have 5 steps are available: creating business model, creating logical tables and logical columns, logical joins, logical tables and logical columns, defining measures. We'll see one by one. First step, creating business model. Already we completed. We created what? Core. Creating logical tables and logical columns. We right clicked and we created one thing. Dim time we created. Just name change. Okay. Now whatever we want the columns, those columns we taken. Similarly, create below 3 tables. One is customers, products, and sales facts. Let us do those things. Yes, right click on the core. Right click on the core. New object. Logical table. Then dim space hyphen space customers. Okay. Right. Expand the customers. Here we have the customers. Expand it. Then I want to take here one column region. Then one column district. Sales rep. Name, new key. Then drag and drop those things. Then I want to take here region column into the first position. Then sales rep. Then name, new key. Okay. Now we got all the things. Next I want here one more thing, products. Create one more logical table. Dim products. Right, okay. Drag and drop. Suppose I am looking for all the columns I want it. Then at a time you can select all the things and you can drag and drop it. Or entire table you can drag and drop it. Whatever way you want you can do it. Right. Next, last one I want here fact table. Right click. Fact sales. Okay. Now from the fact table here I have ACTLEXTND, how many orders, how many deliveries, and how many quantity net weight shipped. These are the things what I wanted. So we are trying to drag and drop. Okay, we taken all the things we taken. Usage tracking I don't want it. I am removing it. This is what we taken. With this we completed creating logical tables. Next is what? Creating logical joins. Why I need to create the logical join? I already created the physical joins. I created here, right? I create the physical joins. In the physical diagram, I create the physical joins. Why I need to create one more time logical joins? Yes, very good question. One of the reason is what? Outer join, if you want to create it, that is not possible in the physical layer. I have to do this here. That's excellent. Next. Let's take, we have one database called as Oracle. We have one database called as SQL Server. In the Oracle, for example, we maintained one table called as EMP table with the columns called as EMP number, e-name, salary, department number, some columns. In SQL Server, they have maintained one table called as department table, and they have department number, D name, then location. Now, can you write a query? Can you write a query to get D name wise salaries? D name is coming from where? D name is coming from where? SQL Server. Salary has to come from where? Oracle. Can you write a query?
No,
No.
not directly.
Why? Because we cannot join SQL Server and Oracle. We cannot join SQL Server and Oracle. Meaning, what I want to say is, you cannot create the physical join. You cannot create the physical join. But tomorrow, I want the report. I want like that. How we can do that one? In BMM layer, we have to create the logical join first. Some relation should be there. I have to speak means some relation should be there. Logical join we are going to create between these two tables, even though they are from different databases. I can create the logical join. What system in the runtime it will do is, it will take, okay, what is the common column? Department number. It will go and try to execute two SQL queries in the backend. One SQL query separately sending to the Oracle. One SQL query separately sending to the SQL Server. From Oracle, it will give department number and salary. It will take it and keep in one bucket. From SQL Server, it will take department number and D name will take it and keep in one bucket. Now I have two buckets. Oracle BA server, OBIEE server will sit in between these two buckets. What is the common column? Department number. Based on that common column, it merges the data. It merging the data. Here 10 is available, here 10 is available. Okay, 10 corresponding what is the D name, 10 corresponding what is the salary. It merges the data and trying to give the one report. This total is backend process. This all process is possible because of the logical join. Because of the logical join. And it is doing a merging, right? In two buckets are available. In the EMP table bucket, what we have? Department number and salary means 10. 3,000 Ram salary maybe. 20. 4,000 Jan salary maybe. Again 20. Robson. 500 maybe. That means 14 records are available. Yes or no? 14 records are available in the first bucket. In the second bucket, how many records are there? As per our known data, that is 4 records are available. It has to merge the data, right? Merging process, from where you started, it will be very good. From employee table, if you start the merging, it will be good, or from department you start the merging, it will be good. More records side you start it will be good. Less number of records table. If you start from the less number of records table, the performance will be more. That we have to define it. Which table has less number, which table has more number, that we have to define it. So that system will take care. If you are not defining, also system will take care, but in runtime it calculates it. That means one extra work you are giving to the system. If you know already, then you can define over there, because most of the times you will be knowing it. Dimension table, fact table is available. Mostly dimension table will have less number of records than the fact table. Okay. So what I am trying to explain actually based on this example is this all is first point explanation. What is the first point? Logical join is useful to define what? Driving table. In my EMP DEP table example, what is the driving table? DEPT. From where you are starting the merging process? DEPT. Driving table is useful to do what? Optimize the query. That means performance you can improve. It must be a table which contains what? Less number of records. As for the Oracle, less number of records means what? Less than 1000 as for Oracle. See, less and more is what? Comparative things. I am less weight or more weight. We cannot tell it. We are comparing what? Hey, this guy weight is okay. 5.11 is the height. So 5.11 height means 76 kg is the accurate one. Is there like that or not? That we are comparing, yes or no? We have some standard things we are comparing with that. Something like that. Here also, but what is the meaning of less means less than 1000 means it is less as per Oracle, that is. Next, driving table needed only in where? Multi-database. That is, multi-database is available or not? One table is in Oracle, one table is in SQL Server. Both are in Oracle only means we don't want what? Driving table. Where this driving table option is available? Let us go and try to have a look on that. If you see here core, right click, then business model diagram, whole diagram. Here, let us say go for join. What you are seeing here? Driving table. And also you need to notice what happened to operator, is it enabled or disabled? What happened to expression, enabled or disabled? You know what? These two things enabled in physical layer, physical join. In physical layer, physical join, we given operator, did you remember? Not equal to operator, we given complex. Here I written the manually I written the logic, greater than or equal to low sal, less than or equal to high sal, like that. These two things are available in physical layer, physical join, but not available where? Logical join is not available. Logical means what is logical? That's it. There is no condition. There is no condition. There is no expression. And driving table option not available over there. I mean to say disabled. Outer join also disabled. And cardinality also disabled. If you want, have a look on that one. Have a look on this one. So suppose let me take here. Okay, keep that like that. Now I am trying to click on OK, close this. Then let us go and try to observe here once this layer and going for the physical. Then anyone join, I am deleting it. Then I am trying to create here. Now observe here. What are the options are enabled here? Expression is enabled or not? Enabled. What is not available? Driving table, inner option, cardinality option. These three options, if we compare here, available or not? This is my logical join. I taken the print screen. So in this one, what happened? Driving table is available, cardinality is available, type of join is available. That means it's exactly opposite, right? In physical layer, whatever enabled, those things are disabled in the logical layer. In physical layer, whatever disabled, those things enabled. Enabled means disabled. Opposite. Sir, why? They can maintain all the properties in one place only, right? They can maintain all of these properties also in one place only, right? Simplified designing. Number one option is what? We are trying to simplify our design. That is the reason some of the properties in one place, some of the properties in another place we are trying to maintain. You are booking the ticket. 4 or 5 pages, they will divide it, that one. In first page, select the movie. In second page, select the theater. In third page, select the time or whatever it is. Seats, time. In fourth page, they will go for the payment. They can maintain all things in one page also, right? To simplify the things. Here also, they are trying to maintain 2 or 3 layers to simplify the things and more reusability. Also we are going to get it. Okay, that words you come to understand more clearly down the line. Time being, I want to tell you here we have an option. That option is called as driving table. Driving table is always a table which contains less number of records. And driving table is required only in case of multi-database joins. In this case, it is don't want. Why? Because this table and this table both are coming from Oracle. So we don't want it. Let me create the join product key and product key. Then okay. Then I am trying to go for BMM layer. I am going for business model diagram, whole diagram. Right. Now we are going for what is this driving table. We understand it. And I request you also read this once. This paragraph. First, it is optional. It is mandatory. It is optional. Even you are not providing also, don't worry. System will take care of it. Next point. To specify a driving table for the key, select a table from the driving list and applicable cardinality. I will talk about cardinality. This option is useful to what purpose? Optimizing the manner in which the Oracle BA server process multi-database inner joins when one table is very small and other table is very large. When one table is very small and when one table is very large. Do not select a driving table unless multi-database joins are going to occur. If it is a same tables are coming from same database, we should not select it. Right, that's it. This is what you need to understand. And a table is, what is this? Small table if it less than 1000 rows. From this only I documented these 3 points here. These 3 points here. Second use, okay, one use you understand. We need logical join to define the driving table. Driving table is required in case of multi-database joins. That point is clear. Second use is what? Logical join second use. Second advantage is what? If you want to define outer join, left outer or right outer or full outer, I can define only using logical join. Third advantage, cardinality we have to define. Cardinality means how two tables are related. For example, products table is available, orders table is available. One product may have a number of orders. I am selling one bottle. Different people may ask the same bottle, right? Same bottle means same brand. Okay. So that means one product may have a number of orders. One customer may have a number of orders. One day you may have a number of orders. So dimension table to fact table, mostly 99% cardinality is one to many. Between dimension table and fact table, what is the cardinality? One to many. That cardinality we are asking to define here. We never use one cardinality, that is what? Many to many. Why? Because many to many means cross join, Cartesian product. We said already cross join we are not going to accept in BI tools, right? That is the reason many to many we never use it. What is the by default cardinality is 0, 1 to n is selected. If you see here, by default what is selected? 0, 1 to n, that is a by default. So most used cardinality is what? 1 to n. Never used cardinality is what? Many to many. Default cardinality is what? 0, 1 to n. Now 0, 1 to n meaning what? 0 to n or 1 to n. Our business requirement is 1 to n, right? Our business requirement is covered here or not? My business requirement is 1 to n. Default is what? 0 to n over r 1 to n, right? My business requirement is covered here. That is the reason mostly we won't touch the property of cardinality. We won't touch the property of cardinality. Okay. That's what the meaning of cardinality. Fourth one. Logical join is useful to identify dimension tables and fact tables. Did you notice that or not here? Let us say I am trying to delete the join whatever available, and all the tables whatever you are seeing, there is a one hash mark is available, right? There is a hash mark is available, right? What is the meaning of this hash mark? It is a fact table. If hash mark is available, it is a fact table. That's how system will understand. But actually, dim customers, that means what? It is a dimension table. There is no measures available. Then why system is identifying wrongly? Why? Because you didn't created any logical join. As per the system, any independent table, that means independent table is the one which has no joins. Any independent table will be identified as a fact table. Now, suppose I am trying to create a join. Let me go for join fact sales to, let's say, customers. Then, okay, I need not touch any property. Click on OK simply. Now, immediately observe back end what happened. Do we have hash symbol for the customers? No, it is removed. That means system is now identified, okay, this is a dimension table. So how it is identifying is wherever you start the join condition, starting point of the join condition, system is going to treat as a fact table. Ending point of the join condition, system will treat as a dimension table. So where you are starting, where you are ending, very important. Suppose now I am trying to click again new join, then go for these two things. Now see, these three are identifying as what? This identifying as what? Fact table. For example, what I will do is, let me go here and I am trying to remove these things. All the joins I selected and I removed it. Now what I will do is, I'll try to join due to my bad. I am joining from products to fact, products to customers, products to time. Now what happened? Products is identifying as a fact and remaining things identifying as a dimension. So where you are starting, where you are ending is very important. Where you are starting and where you are ending is very important. Okay. That point is very clear. Let me go and try to delete this one. I am deleting all the things. Now I want to join it. Let's go for a new join. Okay, now close this. Now we understand this is the fact table, these all are dimension tables. Am I clear? Right. Now last point. It is also useful to create the best SQL query. How it is going to be useful, that we come to understand down the line. More about this I will discuss later. So total 5 benefits are available for the logical join. What are those? Number 1, driving table. Number 2, outer join. Number 3, cardinality. Number 4, identification of the dimension and fact tables. Number 5, best SQL query. These are the 5 advantages we have over the physical join. Next, renaming the columns. If you want to rename 1 or 2 columns, happily we can go here and we can rename it. Right click and you can rename it. If I want to do generic renaming, then you have to go for tools. What is this? Utilities. There is a rename wizard. Then click on execute. I want to rename physical layer or BMM layer or presentation layer. Do you have physical layer option? Only 2. Why? Because we know physical layer we should not rename. Now BMM layer. In the BMM layer, I want to take all the objects. All the objects means what? Core inside whatever we have. Logical table inside whatever we have. Logical table source. That inside whatever we have. Logical columns, everything. That's what I am clicking on what? Add hierarchy. That means under core, whoever is available, everyone. Now click on the next. Business model we are changing. Logical table source folder, logical table source, logical column. These are all things we are changing. Now click on next. What do you want to change? Change each occurrence of underscore into space and change here first letter into the capital. I want init cap. Then change specified text. Wherever we found ACTL, EXT, and E, that column rename as dollars column. This future is very, very useful, sir. Let us say 10 fact tables are available. One is account payable, one is account receivable. Okay, one is payroll fact table. Like this, 10 fact tables are available. Let us say. In all the fact tables today, I have the column is called as US dollars. Some reason, let us assume India performed very well. Okay, all currency exchange is happening through the Indian currency. You won't smile? Okay, Indian currency is happening. Then the people are expecting, hey, any global report you are delivering, it has to be delivered in Indian currency. Now, even it is Indian company, whenever they are giving the financial result, what we are saying, sir, it is a $3,000 billion like that we are giving it. We should not give like that. Even it is a USA company also it has to give, hey, it is a something 3,000 CR a company, something like that it has to give. That means all exchange rate, currency exchange rate is happening. Base point is India currency is the base point, and they are trying to convert it. Let us assume. Then they said, hey man, wherever USD column is available, rename that as a India INR. Then problem is here, so many places we have that USD column, so many places, 10 or 20 places we have it. Are you going to search one by one? Very difficult. Then what you can use, this replace option, you can use it. Wherever you find the USD, that will convert into what? INR, something like that. We'll hope for best. We'll do that later. Okay, next click on here, add. Next, click on here, again next. Now what you're seeing here, month in year, converted into what? Month in year. Now we can see here, date code, converted into what? Date code. Now click on here, finally finish. Now we are able to see all these things. Sorry, here. All these things are converted into what? Init cap. Now here previously we used to have underscore here. Now it is the space is available. Previously we used to have here ACTLE exchange. Now it changed as dash, like that. Generic renaming. Generic renaming. General renamings, if you want to do it, you can go and you can use utilities. If only one or two columns means simply I can right click here. I can rename like this. Okay, that is what you need to learn. Next we have here, define the measures. What do you mean by that? If you see in the reporting, new, analysis, then supplier sales representative, then I am trying to take here year column, then I am trying to take here dollars column, then click on results. I got year wise money. How it is knows I need to sum the data. I need to sum the data. SUM sum. It is applying or not. If I take here quarter, the data is summing according to the quarter. It's summing. Quarter is not there. Okay, let us take the month. According to the month, it is going to sum. If I take the day, according to the day, it is going to sum. If I take the region, in that particular day, in the particular region, how it is happened, I will be getting it. Okay, if I take the product also, let us say product specific description or generic description, I am going to get the output. That means what? In this particular, now values are somewhat decreased or not? Decreased. Suppose this is the particular record, you take it 1998, 1988-01, and we have here some day name. In the top it might be available. What is this? Friday Central, that sales has this much of sales. This is automatically summing or not? Automatically summing based on the whatever columns I am taking here. Who said to the system, yes, you have to do the SUM sum, not the AVG, not the MIN minimum, not the maximum, not the standard deviation. Who said to the system? We only said it. That's what we are trying to define here. Dollars aggregation rule. We are going to provide what? Sum. Any one number column mapped with aggregation rule, then it is called as what? Measure. What do you mean by measure? Any number column mapped with aggregation rule, then it is called as measure. Now I am trying to provide here sum. Now measure column means it is different symbol came, right? If these all things you have to put it. Right click at a time if you want. There is an option called as set aggregation rule. Now we are providing here sum. Then click on here OK. Now we got it. Now try to save it and click on yes. It is going to throw error. What is error? Business model code does not have corresponding subject area. What do you mean by subject area? Means this is the layer. In this layer, whatever you are going to create, that is subject area. If you take here, then go to the file menu, check global consistency. Now what is saying? That means it is right. If you delete this one, it is going to throw the error. Now I will talk about that one more tomorrow. Today we learned total 5 steps. Creating the business model, logical tables and logical columns. Next, logical join, renaming the columns, creating the measure columns. These are the 5 steps what we learned. Tomorrow we learn about presentation layer. Hands-on 2 is completed. Hands-on 2 is completed. Tomorrow we learn hands-on 3. Sorry? Yeah. Those all things are there actually. These 5 steps are actually basic steps. These 5 steps are actually basic steps. Okay, if you see here, we do create here multiple sources, calculations. Okay, then we have here hierarchies. Everything will do in BMM layer only. Those are things I'll implement later. Okay, mostly I can say percentage wise, 70 to 80% of our work will be with the BMM layer. Physical layer is completed. Only 2 activities. What is that? Import, join. Presentation layer also nothing. Just drag and drop. That's it. Major work are going to the BMM layer. Today whatever we learned these 5 steps is basic steps. Basic structure we created. One business model, a number of logical tables. Logical table means logical table source. Under that one physical table, logical column. That basic steps we learned. Okay, right. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet.